Okay, Nintendo must not want me to make this video. I've either hit the record button on this camera and not hit record on my computer, or hit record on my computer and not hit record on my camera. All right, so Nintendo has added some language to their terms of service regarding the Nintendo account services. It seems like they're including their hardware in their Nintendo account services. So, according to this Ars Technica article, it's looking like Nintendo is stating that it will render the Nintendo account services and or the applicable Nintendo device permanently unusable in whole or in part. So obviously high on the list of violations for Nintendo is playing pirated games. So basically if they catch you downloading anything that's pirated and doesn't get past their checks or any type of other software, it, it could be like a third party game that you created and you didn't have authorization to run on Nintendo's uh, account services, aka the console. They will brick your console. And it also looks like here that Nintendo is going to get Minority Report on your ass if you do anything that they don't like. So in this section of the article here, it says um, Nintendo can reserve the right to suspend your access to any or all Nintendo account services in our sole discretion and without prior notice to you. That suspension can even come before an EULA violation occurs if Nintendo has a reasonable belief that such a violation will occur or we otherwise determine to be a reasonable necessary for legal, technical, commercial reasons, such as to prevent harm to other users or the Nintendo account services. Literally, this is Minority Report. We're going to get you for committing a crime you didn't commit, or we have no proof that you committed. We're just going to assume you did, and we're going to get you. So, all those who like modding consoles, like creating clear Game Boys and putting USB-C ports on old Nintendo hardware, if you try doing any of that on a Nintendo Switch 2 or Nintendo Switch 1 for that matter, it looks like they're coming after you too. So, even if you don't plan on using your hacked console for piracy uses, they're adding language in here that says if you modify, adapt, translate, reverse engineer, decompile, disassemble all or any portion of the Nintendo account services, as well as the ability to bypass, modify, I can't talk, defeat, tamper with, or otherwise circumvent any of the functions or protections of the Nintendo account services, including through the use of any hardware or software. So, yeah, if you mod your console in any way, they're coming for you too. Now, Nintendo doing this is some real BS. But you guys also thought my last video was some BS too, so let's talk about that as well and go over some of these comments. So the Bloody Knights says bringing up inflation prices is pointless and adds nothing to the conversation. Well, it does, because inflation tells you what the value of that dollar is at that point in time. And at this point in time, the value of this dollar is less than the value of the dollar it was before. So if you equate the prices, it sort of kind of adds up. Also, you say here, as many people have pointed out, everything has gone up drastically without wages to match. That's true. But sadly, that's America. There's nothing we can do about that. And every game price increase, we've always complained, and nothing's ever happened. Like, and I when I showed in the last video, we did have one price dip, and then it just shot straight back up. So, you know, what are you gonna do? Now, I do like this middle paragraph right here where you say that basically you vote with your dollar. That's the right thing to do. If you don't like something, don't buy it. Don't waste your time on it. Me, I spend my money on games, but I don't spend my money on too many $60 games. Like, I'll wait till a console generation is basically on its way out, and then I'll start buying stuff. Now, with Nintendo this past generation, with the Switch 1, they didn't really drop the prices on any of the first party games. All the third party games, they kind of dipped. So those were easy pickups. But the first party games, they did not drop. Oh, and this last paragraph, it looks like you are a Nintendo fan and you were able to pre-order your Switch 2. All right, that's great. Sadly, I wasn't able to get one, but I'm going to find my way to get one. So with 127 Mark's comment, he says that pre-orders basically mean nothing. In today's day and age, they do and they don't. So I'm like neutral on this comment. I have nothing to say about this. So Eric basically says that it used to be that you can afford a house, 2 cars, be able to take care of your spouse, and also afford, to have a little bit of fun. But nowadays you can't even afford a $400 emergency. He's right about that. Times are freaking hard. Don't get me wrong. Times are freaking hard. And yes, people are going to get left out of playing their favorite video games. And that's why just vote with your dollar. Like, if most people can't afford it, don't buy it. And show them that basically we don't want this. But for the most part, people are going to buy the Switch 2. There's nothing you can do to stop this machine that is Nintendo. They're basically like the Nike of video games. Like, nothing's stopping Nike at this point. Nothing's stopping Nintendo at this point. Again, I understand your comment and I understand what you're saying, but let's be honest here. Miller Light says all Wii U pre-orders were sold out, and look where it ended up. That's true. I myself am not interested for the time being. I can't even I don't disagree with this comment. If you're not interested, you're not interested. We'll see what happens when this Switch 2 comes out. If it's worth the $450 and if it's worth the $80 games. To me, that Donkey Kong Country, well, what is it? That's not Donkey Kong Country. This new Donkey Kong game period is coming home with me. And that one is an $80 if I'm not mistaken. So this comment here is interesting by JW. He says, nah, this is dumb as F. $80 games aren't a big deal to you, but it is to the average consumer. They are not going to be able to buy as much and will further stagnate sales. Just watch. Okay, I'll take you up on that. Only Nintendo fanboys are blind to this. Microsoft is raising prices because they're trying to push consumers to Game Pass. That's the strategy. Let's see how that strategy works out for Microsoft, because basically they're Sega, but rich. Nintendo is just a company run by out-of-touch business executives now. Dude, all 3 of these companies, Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo, who do you think runs them? The times of gamers running these types of companies is over. Like, that's something everybody's got to get over. It's all about profit now. Now, is it sad? It's 100% sad, and I hate it, but it is what it is. Well, I had fun going over some of your comments. I like the engagement, so keep it coming, man. Like, let me know how you feel about this situation with Nintendo basically saying they're gonna brick your console. Let me know how you feel about that too, because I don't think anybody agrees with this one. This is just some BS. But if there's any other topics you guys want me to go over, just let me know down in the comment section below, and I'll check it out, man. Anything gaming related. All right, you guys. See you guys in the next video. Peace.